Today something really happened and it really shook. Is it shook? It really shook my thinking. So today I went out with the kids and my madam to prepare for Ramadan because there's one thing they always do. They call it Hadelela. They do it 2 weeks. Here in the UAE, she said here in the UAE they do it 2 weeks before the Ramadan starts, and in other countries they do it in the middle of when the Ramadan is already Ramadan period, like the week of Ramadan, and some people they do the Hadelela inside that week. So I noticed something about structure, about their culture, about how Muslims they show up in public. So when we were there, I really realized and I noticed a lot of things. The way the Muslims they show up in life, it's so unique, and it just have their own way, the way they show up. And this also made me to think and to really question the way we introduce ourselves to people. So being around Muslims, especially here in Dubai, I have noticed a lot of things, a lot of different things. Let me put it this way. Firstly, they are very clear about who they are. They follow their culture. They don't pretend too much. They show up as they are. Yes, every group is not perfect. We have good and bad people in all groups, in all cultures, in all religions. Yes, we have that. But you see the way Muslims they present themselves in public is so intentional. Like especially especially the Muslims here in Dubai, the way they put themselves out there. I used to see look like this and I used to admire them. When there is an event, when they are hosting an event, there is structure, and when there is a gathering, there is purpose. You don't just see them hosting events or doing gatherings, unnecessary gatherings. No, there is structure and there is purpose for that particular event or that particular gathering they are doing. Not everyone is invited to everything, and that's okay. But us Africans, we don't want to hear. If they don't give you invitation to go somewhere, you will still chook skin, you will still foxy, you will still carry yourself, you will still go there. Some of you don't know the meaning of minding your business or setting boundaries. No, we don't know that. We just want to do everything. We just want to show up everywhere. We just want to be over sabi, just chook skin. They don't invite you to a wedding, you will see yourself there. Like you just see yourself everywhere. You don't even just have time for even for yourself because you're pion. But yeah, I really notice a lot of things. Like if I'm not invited to something, even if you don't tell me like 1 week or 2 weeks or for me to prepare myself about going to that event, if you invite them, they will not come. They will not come because you gave them quick notice. You don't pressure them. You don't give them a lot of pressure for them to come to your event. No, you have to notify them like 2 weeks, 1 week before time, so they prepare themselves. They fix their schedule. They fix their time and to create time for you. Sometimes when I just sit down and I see the way the Muslims they do their things, the way they are so organized, the way they show up in public. Sometimes I sit down and I question myself, I question us Christians. We claim to be Christians. You guys don't get me wrong, I'm a Christian, right? I'm a full-time Christian. Don't get me wrong. But the way some of us Christians we do our things, we are portraying the wrong image outside to people. We are showing something different from what we believe and what we preach about. For those in the UAE, you can testify of this. Have you noticed when you meet someone or when you're going like for a networking event and you try to connect with someone, the first question they ask you is, what do you do? Who is your dad? Where do you work? Or no, what do you like? Who do you know? Like they try to know more about you because they want someone that can also help them go. They don't want someone that is below them. They want someone that is above them, ahead of them, that they can also gain from that person, because they measure you before they try to network with you, before they try to talk with you, before they try to make, because they don't want to talk with someone who can waste their time or who waste their energy. They don't want to waste their time and their energy on someone that cannot impact them in any way. And that's what we should also copy. I always tell people, copy the Muslims lifestyle, not the African Muslim, because some of these African Muslims like this, they are corner, yes, but you see the real Muslim, like I don't know what I don't even know how to do. You see this Muslim, let me just say the Arabic Muslim, let me put like this, I don't know how to differentiate them, but the real Muslims, their identity speaks for them. They don't need to say too much. You just need to sit there and then you just know the introduction. You just know that, no, this person like this is a real Muslim. They don't even need to explain themselves too much. You don't even need to ask a lot of questions, because only their value, it speaks for itself. And all this my yapping I'm yapping here is not about religion shaming. No, it's about self-reflection. Us the Christians, let's try to sit down and reflect on our life, reflect on what we portray outside to others, reflect on how people see us. As I grow personally, I find myself learning from that system, not changing who I am, but refining or should I say refining on how I show up. Less noise, less drama, more intentional about myself, clear boundaries and clear values. Maybe growth is not about copying others, but it's about observing what works and applying it wisely. For those that don't know me, I am Ekole Esther Makane, and I am building myself publicly from scratch. I am on a journey finding stability and purpose and being intentional about my life. So if this made you think, save this and let's grow intentionally. Thank you. Bye.